Fellas, have you ever wished you were a little bit taller? Kanzuri makes shoes that make you up to 2.8 inches taller without anyone knowing. Look, guys, girls get heels, makeup, and push up bras. Why can't men get a boost in confidence too? For now, for a limited time only, our listeners get an extra 15% off your order with the promo code FRATCHAT at kanzuri.com. This site is already 30% off, and with our promo code, you can get an extra 15% off. That's 45% off for your entire order. Support our show and check them out at conzuri.com and use the promo code FRATCHAT. And we are recording. They're making me cough.
Home is where the fart is. Did someone important say that, or you just made that up?
I just made that up because I'm a clever genius.
Oh,
Spinning off. Well, it's home is where the heart is the saying. I'm just.
Oh, now I get it. Home is where the fart is.
I just remixed it because I'm 6.
If home is where the fart is, then home is lingering on the elevator of my building at the moment.
Yeah, I now own my apartment hallways. At least 2/3 of the street of Hoboken. So my real estate is really growing here.
Hey, your home smells great.
Yeah, that's right. And the Walgreens also, I made that my home several times.
The city bus.
Especially when someone gets too close in line, during COVID when it was 6 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to stand 2 feet away from me, buddy? Well, this is my territory now.
The hallway outside the Buffalo Bills restroom because they were taking too long.
Yeah, any place I've ever bought hot wings at. Definitely my home. And the McDonald's in Hoboken too. But anyways, I'm just
nice.
We have lots of real estate here at the Frat Chat Podcast, thanks to our farts. And we're gonna do this in 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing?
Testes in my mouth.
Get on the ground, you fucking pledge!
Ew.
Welcome to the greatest podcast experience of your life. This is the Frat Chat Podcast.
All young men like 3 things. Food, dudes, pussy.
Featuring Carlos Garcia and Chris Moore.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. It's the Frat Chat Podcast. I'm Carlos Garcia with Chris Simo Moore. How's it going, Mr. Mo?
Good. I just took an edible.
Oh, nice.
How are you?
I am living the dream. What kind of edible are you working with? Is it gummy, candy, chocolate? What you got?
Gummy. They're called cannabis infused pomegranate gummies. Oh, I thought those were pictures of strawberries. It's 1-to-1 THC and CBD.
Oh, nice.
So CBD and hybrid enhanced, and yeah, it makes me feel really good.
Well, you did just come back from a long travel right before we record this, so I'm actually.
Oh my gosh, dude! I was in Toronto, San Francisco. I feel like I spent my whole week on a plane.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm next to all the screaming babies. And when you travel, I don't have like a kitchen in my hotel room, and so I go out to eat for every meal. And everyone uses so much butter, and then, so by the time I'm on the plane, I'm like, "Fuck!" The 6-hour flight. I'm like, "God damn it!" And I always like to dress cute at the airport because you never know when I might get discovered. You know what I mean? And so I was wearing this jumpsuit, and so I was on the plane, and my stomach was like, "Brr." I'm sitting next to my boss too. My stomach's like, "Brr." She's like, "Oh, I hear your stomach growling." I'm like, "It's not a growl. It's more like a scream, And so I go, yeah. So I go to the bathroom, and I had to like take off this onesie jumpsuit, but the bathroom's like this big, and so my elbows kept hitting the wall, and I'm trying to squeeze out of this. And as I'm squeezing out of this jumpsuit, my asshole is like, and so I sit down. I'm like shitting out my fucking brains. It was a long poo. And I had these people knocking on the door. Hello, someone in there? And I'm like, the light's on. The light is on. Yes.
Are you having the
yes.
mile high in there and just Simo slamming against the walls trying to take his jumpsuit off?
He's having sex in there.
I'm having an emergency. Leave me alone, you jerks.
Okay, so what feels better? Letting a big shit out after holding it for a long time, or ejaculation? Because both are a nice release, but I have to say that if I had to poop really bad and I finally get an opportunity to let that shit rip, that's a good feeling.
Maybe the poop, because when you have to poop that bad where you explode like that, your like stomach is also hurting, you know what I mean? So like I've never really had, well, I guess you could have blue balls if you haven't, done it in a while type thing, which I guess it's never really
whenever I take a big dump and I'm like all sweaty and I'm like out of breath, I feel like a sense of I feel like a sense of accomplishment, And then if I were to bust a nut like in a tissue, I just feel dirty.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't really feel like, oh, good job. I'm glad I did that. I'm like, oh.
I'm just like, I hope no one sees this. Meanwhile, the poop, you're like, I kind of want to take a picture of this and send it to my friends,
Exactly.
This is a masterpiece. Like, you ever poop so hard that you have to take your shirt off, I've been there.
No.
I'm just
I'm just kidding.
I'm just like smacking my back with the shirt just to keep me going.
Sweaty?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, woo-hoo. Especially when you're like on vacation or something, or pooping in the office.
Sometimes when I have a really, really, really big dump that I'm proud of, I hold on to it for about a month. I dress it up and I take a picture with the number 1. I say 1 month old and I put it on Instagram.
And you put little glasses on them too.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys want to be proud of your ugly fucking kids? Here's a big turd.
Carry him to
has more personality than your screamer at home.
Simo's in the subway with a stroller. The turd in there.
Dude, on Clark Street in Chicago in Andersonville, there used to be this woman who would push a stroller that had a doll in it. It was like an old doll with like a ceramic face, and half of it was like broke off. And she'd be like, and walk down the street with this doll. So creepy.
That is
what
the scariest shit I haven't ever heard. Oh my god.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this bitch gonna drag a wagon tomorrow with a bunch of stuffed animals and be like, I got no time for that.
Oh my god, dude. Now I just feel like, depending on what you put on the background there with this lady, sounds even worse. Like, imagine she's walking down the street with her dogs. That is so scary. And did you ever find out anything about her? Like, this was just what she did?
No, she just walked up and down the street with fake babies.
Oh my god, that's so scary. Like, there's a guy here in the area that terrifies the shit out of me. He like just he's like an older man.
Is he a Jehovah's Witness?
No, those people. We just shoot on site. We do not shoot on site. Do not sue me, Jehovah's Witnesses. But he's like an older man. And hold on, I think it definitely sounds scarier if I add the tune again. There you go, that sounds better. And he like stands there, and he's wearing this like suit, but it's like an old like tweed suit, and he has like really like puffy hair, but he like just like stands there in the corner at nighttime when people are going out to the bars, and he just like stares at them, and that's his thing. And then Julie was walking Stella one night at like 2 a.m. It was late, and then she looked over, and he was like sitting in a car looking at her like, and she was like, ah.
So he looks like a gangster.
No, he just looks like a creepy little old man with big hair, like, but like almost like wearing a suit that would have been cool in like the 70s. And I don't know if he honestly, I guess maybe lives in that car that Julie saw him in. And I don't know what his thing is. Maybe he lives somewhere else and just comes out on weekends. I don't see him every night, but he's out there a lot. And he just stands there, usually in the same corner, and just literally stands there just looking and just looking. And it just like
Creepy.
weirds me
What
out.
if this whole time he didn't know, but he was blind and he's just smelling? He's looking your direction and he's going, "Yep, that's him."
He knows me by smell.
Moments where your fart is.
Yeah, that's right.
He's surrounded by his home right now.
He's buying more real estate, I see.
Speaking of funny looking people, I've noticed that all the young people these days, like the young men, are wearing like pearls. Have you noticed that?
Pearls? No, I have not paid attention.
Yeah. And like women's necklaces. And I have a couple that my grandma gave me.
Oh yeah.
Well, she didn't give it to me. When she died, I took them.
Oh right.
But which one should I wear today?
The ones on the ones that are bluer, I guess. No, the other ones. The other ones. Yeah, those.
All right.
I left. You're left.
I want to be pretty for you.
Oh god.
And I'm ready. What are we talking about today?
Well,
Wait,
before we get
article?
there, I have this ridiculous news story from good people, but puberty. Again, that's puberty, not puberty or pube city. I don't know. Sometimes it's confusing when I try to read it, but it's puberty. They get good shit. So follow them on Instagram. And this is another one that I think benefit from the privilege, or from the benefit, I should say, of some theme songs. So hit it. So a South Carolina man recently drowned while fleeing the cops who were on the chase. But here's the thing. The cops were not looking for him. They were looking for someone else. Apparently, deputies in Greenville County, South Carolina, were serving a warrant in Greer when Chuck Shelton suddenly sprinted from the house and jumped into Lake Cunningham. It was totally unknown to the officers why the man jumped into the lake, as he was, again, totally unrelated to the investigation being conducted. Now, reports state that the man swam a short distance and eventually did not come back up.
You think he got eaten by an alligator? Do they have alligators in South Carolina?
There's no fuck ton. So he definitely drowned, and I guarantee you his body was eaten with something. Deputies on scene jumped into the water, located him, but were unsuccessful. So I definitely think that he drowned and somebody snatched him up real quick and took him with them. But
Or
they weren't even looking for him. He was just like a guy. Like I guess maybe he had done something. He probably had stolen something. There's something, but like literally had nothing to do with the investigation. He just, the cops knocked on his door, and he's like, "Oh shit, I'm out of here." They're like, "We're not looking for you. You're fine."
There's been times I smoked so much weed that when I hear sirens, I'm convinced they're coming for me. Ever happened to you?
Yeah, that has happened. I actually, in college, I was on mushrooms for my first time. And I'm not going to lie, I am tripping balls, as they say. And all of a sudden I hear a knock on my door. And when I open it, it's the fucking cops. And I was like, and then not only it was the cops, but it was like this really big guy. He was like really tall cop. And I just remember staring at him and being like, my God, how tall is this guy? Like, and in my head, I'm trying to like communicate with him and human talk, but I'm also like asking a million questions in my head, like, why is he here? Why is he so tall? God, he looks kind of cool. And then the guy, he was looking for my old roommate who happened to, he got kicked out of of campus the semester before. And he wasn't supposed to be there for like a semester. It was like how long the thing was. And once they saw him, someone called the cops on him. And, you know, they came and knocked on my door to see if he was there, and he wasn't. So they, you know, they're very polite and they let me be. But this cop, I mean, he had never spoken to me, so he doesn't have any prior knowledge of what I'm supposed to sound or not sound like. So he must have thought I was the weirdest motherfucker he's ever met. He's like asking me normal questions. He's being so nice, and I'm just staring at him like, yeah, he's not here. And in my head, why is he so tall? This is the tallest man I've ever seen. So yeah, drugs.
You want to climb him?
Yeah, right. Can you give me a
Can I
big
swing
ride
from your arms like a monkey?
Can you get one of those baby Bjorn things and just carry me with you to the cafeteria? I'm really hungry, sir.
Of course.
Yeah, so cops and drugs definitely don't mix. But I don't know what the fuck. Why would you just run? You should let the cop pull out the handcuffs first before you make that decision. At least.
Maybe he just did something bad, like just now. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's the only
he had just robbed
or
a liquor store.
Or he was on something. But I guess I'll never know because, you know, his body drowned. But on the bright side, I guess for him, he did get away from them. So.
What if he was just overly paranoid, and what if he was like he had just ripped the tag off of his mattress?
Yeah, right.
Don't rip it.
It's like, I'm telling you, this is bullshit.
Like, holy shit! You're not joking.
His wife is like, Jim, I'm telling you, don't do it. It's a bitch. I'm telling you right now, that's bullshit. I do it. I'm the man of this house. I do what I want. Rips the tags. Dun, dun, dun. Police.
That's exactly what happened. So, did the police see him jump off the pier, or are they assuming he did, and maybe his wife pushed him off the pier?
No, they saw him. He literally. It's like, imagine I knock on your door and you open, and it's like, hello, Mr. Moore. I am officer. And before I exactly, and away you go.
As he jumped into the water before he belly flopped, his last word was "Hiawatha."
And then see him swim a little bit, but it's almost like he realized, oh shit, I can't swim, and then he just like, but oh god, that's fucking crazy to me. It's only. I was going to say only in South Carolina, but it's a very Florida thing to happen. But I do think something definitely fucking took a chunk.
Well, they're right next to each other, right?
Yeah, they're weird cousins.
Well, I don't know. There's Georgia between.
Yeah, there's Georgia in between them, but they're
close enough.
They're close. It's like a 3 to 5 hour drive. I'm pretty sure it's not so far.
That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy drive. And no, we love South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. You're my shit. Love you guys. But come on, we gotta do better than that. Summer is coming. Are you ready to unveil your beach bod? Manscaped is here to ensure your body is ready for the wild with their game-changing full-body grooming and hygiene products. Don't be the guy at the beach with Austin Powers chest hair, baby. And if you grew some winter man tits, the least you can do is make sure they're hairless. The ladies love those hairless titties, believe you me. It's time to get ready for a hot guy summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the promo code FRATCHAT.
By the way, you like my necklace? Do I look so pretty?
Yeah, I love your pearl necklace. I can't
it's
tell.
It's not a pearl necklace. I had one last night though. Booyah!
It looks almost like with the hat too. It looks like when you're wearing like the puka shells from the early 2000s.
That's what it looks like to me. But a lot of young kids, if you next time to the MTA and they're coming from Brooklyn, they all have like girly necklaces on. I'm like, okay, when in Rome.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna look back on
Get
that.
their ass beat.
Yeah. they're gonna get bullied severely in school for that, but
Yeah,
each their own.
probably.
Did you get that from your grandma? Yes.
They're gonna walk into class with the necklace on, and teacher's gonna say, "Okay, what are your pronouns?"
Yeah.
What do you mean? What are your pronouns? I can take a hint.
Yeah. It's like if you have to raid your mom's outfits to look cool in school, just saying. You're one of us, I should say, but I'm just an ally.
Okay, speaking of allies, are we allies to women?
I would say so, Mr. Mo. I think
We're feminists.
I think damn right. I think we treat ladies right, with respect, and even though we're a podcast named Frat Chat, I think we're built. You and I built a reputation on fratty days for being different. Yeah, frat guy.
We're gay.
It's gay and Hispanic. Usually they don't let us in. It's weird.
Yeah, you're white passing, and I was just so macho. They had no idea.
Yeah, exactly. They had no idea. They were like, "Wait, this guy's named Carlos? What? No. He must be Charles." So that's definitely a typo of some sort.
No, they saw Carlos, and they just read the first 4 letters. It was wishful thinking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we'll take that, Carl. Like he looks like one of us. It's close enough, and it'll give us diversity points. We can't lose. We really can't.
Yeah.
But yes, I would say so. So we have learned all, through trial and error. I would say me with all my relationships, including the dumb things I've said in my current 5-year relationship, and Simo with the numerous beards he had in his life.
Oh yeah.
We learned certain things that no guy should ever say to a lady, because we've heard them all. We've seen them all.
Wait, are they beards if I was sleeping with them?
If I guess. Well, yeah, because you're still undercover, technically, literally, I guess.
Yeah, but I kept them satisfied.
But what were you thinking about while you were doing this? Were you like, yeah, baby? Or were you like, oh my gosh, ah!
No, I was thinking I gotta win the race. Like I'm just so competitive. I'm like, if that leg ain't twitching, I'm not done chopping on this chocha. Mind over matter.
You see, there you go. if you treat it like a pledge event, it's still a beard.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
So we've learned through trial and error, or some of the most idiotic things we've ever seen. Things you should never say to a lady. So we're gonna give you the top 10 things you should never say to a lady. But we're also so nice, that we're gonna give you a couple extra. We got a couple of what do you call them? Honorable mentions, if you will. So we'll give you some tips. We'll make sure that you guys are prepped to talk to ladies, because I'm not gonna lie, and this is not just for the young generation. I've seen some people, even in our age group, that are still pretty damn stupid with some of the shit they do. So I think, fellas, turn this one up. Take some notes. And ladies, send this one to your fellas, because I think you'll appreciate it. Because we're on your side with the top 10 things you should never say to your lady.
My husband's yelling in the background. Give me one moment.
What the hell is he doing? This is going to be great. And that's called domestic violence, folks. See, Simo just slapped the shit out of him, and then now he's back.
Let me tell you, someone's getting laxatives in his spaghetti sauce tonight.
So, see, I was just telling the listeners how this is what Simo typically does. He'll get up, give his husband a swift slap to the face. And he knows what that means usually. And now he's just going to sit there quietly until we're done. Now he returns to his seat, and here we go.
Pretty much.
That's what professionals do. That's what they do in the big leagues.
I turn my rings around, though, before I slap him.
Right.
It's like you show your little friends at the gym the mark of betrayal.
That's right. This is what happens when you talk too much. You
Before we
watch
get
the
into this,
Oscars.
I have another question.
Go on.
Are all women ladies in the sense that like not all men are gentlemen? So
Right.
are these things that we don't say to the ladies that we respect, or it's things you shouldn't say to any woman that identifies as a woman?
I would say.
Because some girls are bitches.
Yeah, exactly. I would say this is to ladies who, have earned your respect. And this could be this could be any type of woman, but then ladies. Because like you said, there are some ladies that are C-word level of annoying
Yeah.
and everybody hates. And those sometimes need to get brought down in a few levels. And sometimes you gotta play dirty a little bit, So you
Because to me, it's like,
gotta break some rules, but you can't use all of these words. You gotta pick and choose some of these things in this list to call them. But you get rare permission. So that's why I specifically said ladies as opposed to women.
okay, I was wondering, I just want to make sure because, like, if there was like a Karen, I'm not gonna follow the rules on this list, and I'll give you an example later. But anyway, we have some honorable mentions, right?
That's right. You wanna take one first?
Well, I just want to. This is easy, but we should all know at this point not to ask a woman's weight or age. I think they're both sensitive subjects.
That's right.
And I think that as women continue to menstruate, there's a very good chance that their weight can fluctuate. Maybe upwards 10 pounds or so every few
Dude,
weeks.
and also birth control. I didn't know how like the effects of birth control. So shout out to
Birth
girls.
control,
Yeah, it like makes you gain weight because it fucks with your, I guess, with your hormones and stuff. You can gain
clears your
weight.
skin up.
Well, that's nice, but
That's nice. Have pretty skin, and also it attributes to dry eye.
oh, well, I don't know. My skin's not so bad, so I think I'd rather not.
Do you remember when I took prenatal vitamins and they told me that my iron was off the charts?
Yeah,
I was like a hiccup away from a seizure. Because my coworker, she had such pretty hair and nails, and I was like, "What vitamins are you taking?" She'd say prenatal vitamins, and so I was like, "I'm gonna take some of those."
yeah.
It wasn't good. It was actually really scary. Womp womp. Okay, so we don't ask for
Okay.
weight or age.
Gotta hit you with the one.
Yeah.
For me, an honorable mention. If you think something she's wearing is unflattering, and she did not ask for your opinion, keep it to yourself because you're asking for it. If if a girl says, "Hey, does this look shitty on me?" Because she wants to make sure she doesn't wear it to go out, then you can be honest. But you should never go.
No,
out
you can't. You always say you look beautiful.
No,
Or you say, "How do you feel? How do you feel in it?
no,
Do you feel pretty?"
no.
Good,
Like,
because you look pretty.
like I asked Julie sometimes, like, "Hey, does this shirt fit good?" And she'll be honest with me. It's like, "Yeah, it fits nice. You look great." Or,
But that's
"Yeah,
different.
it's a little too short, or it's a little too tight around there. So then I wear something else. That's what you want." So she asked.
That's different because men aren't as emotional as women. I'm just kidding.
We're already canceled. We're in the honorable mentions, and we're already fucking out of here.
Guys, we're feminists. Okay, so
Let me ask. You can be honest. If you don't just go up to a girl and be like, "Damn, girl, that dress makes you look fat," it's not what you do. Or, you look a little chunky in that. Maybe
it's like someone took two fine hands and
bitch.
shoved them down the back of your dress.
Yeah, it's like, bitch, who asked you? So, yeah, don't do that.
Okay, I'm gonna redeem myself with something a little bit more, with more of a feminist approach. I don't think it's appropriate for men to say you're not like other girls because that kind of implies that all girls are crazy and that you should be thankful that this guy's found you worthy. I just think that's bad news, and I also don't think it's fair to create competition among women, where a man gets to choose the winner.
Ooh, that's true.
You're not like other girls. Well, what do you think of other girls? Let's unpack some shit, you know.
Well, apparently the SEMO thinks that they're all hormonal and crazy.
Hello. Why do you think I chose to be a homo? I chose this lifestyle because you bitches be crazy.
That's right. Now, actually, yours leads perfectly to my last honorable mention. We talked about competition, and now this does happen. If you've ever hooked up with one of your girlfriend's friends in the past before you've dated, because especially this happens a lot in college. People fucking swap spit everywhere.
Yeah.
But it also happens outside of it. So people are date people within friends groups all the time. But if you've hooked up with one of her friends, never, and I repeat, ever tell her friend did something sexually that was better than what she's doing. That should go without saying. But some people are asking stupid shit. And you're asking for your penis to get Lorena Bobbitt in there. You know what I mean? Like, just keep that memory in your spank bank and move on with your life and just keep it to yourself. Don't do it. Don't do
Well,
it.
I don't think it should be limited to just sexual things. If you say, if she knows that you had a moment, a situationship, will you, with one of her friends, and you say something along the lines of, "Oh, your friend cooked like this. Your friend was nicer. Your
Ooh,
friend,"
yeah.
anything like that. It doesn't just have to be sex. It could be anything that's a comparison. And when a man compares woman to another woman, I just think it's bad news.
That's definitely true.
Just in general.
Bingo. I was just thinking, like, imagine it's like, well, your friend gave a better BJ than you. It's like, she's chopping it off, chopping it off, and then like grabbing it and putting it down the trash disposal. If you have a nice apartment, if you don't, like we do, stomp on it. We don't have a garbage disposal on ours, so that gets my penis, I guess, a stomping death. But yes, those are the honorable mentions. So now we can get to the top 10. And note, these are things you never say to a lady, but again, sometimes people get crazy. So
Yeah.
this is to the ladies in your life, your mothers, your girlfriends, your best friends, the ones that are close to you, people you respect, your higher ups, your bosses, things like that. Unless your boss is a C word.
Carlos.
Exactly.
Your boss is named
I don't
Carlos.
know. If your boss is me, you can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm not gonna fire you.
Talk about a C word that gives me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, I'll start.
Go on.
And I think this goes for women, but also I guess really in any relationship, same sex or whatnot. I just know that when my husband says to me, it's not a big deal, I'm like, it might be a big deal to me, So I don't think that we as men have the prerogative to choose whether or not a woman's feelings or her perceptions potentially are valid. Like, who is it to us to make that call? So I think it's really bad when you tell a female it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Why are you so upset? It's not a big deal.
That's true.
Well, you know what? At this moment in time, it might be a big deal to me, and you should not belittle me. Thank you.
And you're making it a bigger deal by belittling it. So
Yeah.
better way.
Do you do that to Julie? Do you ever say to her, it's not a big deal when she's upset?
Mostly, when it's like, it's not a big deal, Julie. It happens to most guys. I just need a minute. I just need to put in this Ryan Gosling video on the TV like everybody else does, and then I'm there. Like, just it's not a big deal. But,
and then Julie says, my mom warned me that you were the type. She said you looked like the type that would say something like this.
It's like, it's not a big deal, Julie. I promise. Yeah, I guess I'm not a big deal type of guy. Sounds like yeah, you're right. That does sound belittling. I don't know what I say. I say, bitch, you're being stupid. Now go to the kitchen.
Do you think
I
the
would get
word
canceled.
bitch is very derogatory? Do you think it carries as much weight as like a derogatory term, like a racially derogatory
I
term?
don't think so because it's kind of like you can just like throw like bitch please, you know what I mean? Like or like when you're like having like a not like a heated argument where you're like about to fight, but like a fun argument with someone about like a TV show or something. I'm saying this TV show, it's like bitch, no, it doesn't. It's like something you can like throw in there. So I guess it depends on intent. But if you're like fighting with someone, it's like you're a fucking bitch. I hate you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
fucking bitch ass whore. Like I kind of that will get you. That will.
See, in the maybe it's just me, but I just assume like in the gay community specifically, bitch is such a term of endearment. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah, exactly.
my bitch. This you, my bitch, whatever.
Yeah, I
You know,
look at it as a term
some
of endearment, to be honest.
yeah, some women are like, "Don't you ever in your life ever call me a bitch?" And I'm like, well, someone's feeling a little some kind of way about a word that maybe she finds some identity with. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I hear
Don't you ever call me why?
you. Yeah, no,
Huh?
I hear you.
Um,
I like using it as a term of endearment, or just like, bitch!
it's
I
not
said I
saying
want
it's
scrambled eggs.
I
These are
see
hard boiled.
to me, racially charged slurs are worse because they're normally attacking a minority.
Right.
Now, women are protected under laws that focus on minorities, but women are the majority in the world.
Really?
There's more women than men.
Well, it depends, I guess, on the places. Like, for example, in China, there's a lot more dudes because of their, birthing policies, and then Japan too, because mating's getting hard over there. So, dudes are apparently born shyer and shyer each generation. They're resorting more to like their technologically advanced pocket pussies over there than like meeting women.
Ew.
Yeah. So, and in New York City, even there's slightly more men, and this is the biggest city in the world.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay, well, let's say that there are more men. I feel like the demographic of women is just so big that I don't think that it's fair to um, compare the word bitch with other like derogatory terms.
Yeah. No. No
To,
way.
to me,
No
to
way.
me, it's kind of like saying,
Nowhere near like
like
the N
I
word.
understand that maybe the word gringo isn't like the nicest, but to me, it carries zero weight because white people are the majority in America. So if they're called a gringo, it's kind of like whatever. Who
Yeah,
cares?
and it's like really not like a racist thing. Like I know it's supposed to be, but it's not. That's not how it's used anymore. It's just like, oh, gringos. Like the guy, like, you just call Americans gringos. It's not. You don't call them Americanos. Like I guess in some cases, but you just call them gringos. Hey, the gringo. It's not. You don't mean anything by it.
The laundromat lady called me a gringo.
Yeah, but that's probably what I would have called you the first time I saw
Yeah,
you. As a young Venezuelan.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
you're
gringo.
right.
but, but it's nowhere near like someone calls me a spick or something. It's like, oh, you're trying to rumble in the jungle, huh? It's not the same thing. Or obviously the N word I think is at the top. Like obviously white people can say it, but if you hear some white guy using the hard N word at
Ooh,
someone, it's like the most hateful fucking thing you can.
I
I can't.
associate the use of that word in the white community with IQ because I feel like the people that say that typically are white trash bumfuck like inbred losers that can't read.
Yeah, but I've seen some rich guys do it too. So it's a
Oh,
little.
I forget that they exist. That there's rich people out there. Yeah, that's true. That refutes my theory. I just assume that when people are dumb fucks, that they probably say dumb fuckery. You
Yeah,
know,
but money can't buy you class always. As
that's true. That's true.
I think it was like Bethany Frankel. It was definitely a housewife that said that.
Luann from the New York City franchise. Thank you.
Yes, there you go. I know
Money
I heard a
can't
housewife
buy your
say that.
class.
Yes, it's the song. Yes,
Money can't buy your class.
I
Um,
watched that season.
Elegance is learned, my friend.
See, this is what,
Elegance is
ladies. This is how
learned.
you know we're actual allies here. We're quoting housewives here. I didn't research this. This was knowledge that we had, baby.
Money can buy a
Oh god.
class.
So anyway,
All right, so what's your first one?
my first one is you should never this one I see like, to this day I still see it done, but it's been going on for a long time. Should never tell a woman a lady that she should smile more.
Oh, that's
Like
horrible.
God, like that's one thing. It's not something I've ever done, but I've seen creepy old dudes do it all the time, and like macho wannabe dudes do it, and I think they think they're being flirty or something, but it's like insinuating they look ugly in their current face. You know what I mean? And also, if they're having a bad day, like what? They're not allowed to just fucking look there, not smiling. Like sit the fuck down, mind your fucking business. Don't tell me to smile more, you prick. Like I can't. If some guy
I
or
agree.
some lady, well, you should smile more. It's like shut up, leave me alone. My fucking uncle just got AIDS. Like get the fuck out of here. You know, like what? Yeah, people are stupid.
Well, I also just think that when people say that it's just unsolicited feedback. Like no one asked.
Like no one fucking asked you, dude. Like it's a, yeah. And it's like such a, I don't know. It just makes me think of like those like old misogynistic dudes from like from like the 50s. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like how does that? How do people still say that to women? And I see
It
it.
also kind of like it like implies that there's a appropriate level of decorum that women must abide by in public.
Right. It's
You
like the
know,
whole thing. Like dinner must be cooked by 6 p.m. and he must be able to give you a.
with a smile,
That's
bitch.
Now, he's had a long, hard day, so make sure you greet him at home with a smile.
And let me tell you, I would greet him with a pair of scissors and Lorena Bobbitt's autobiography. All right, so my second one is um, just like telling someone they should smile more. I think that's inappropriate. If you were to tell a lady that she looks tired,
Oh yeah,
I think that's also inappropriate.
yeah.
Because I feel like if she isn't looking her best, she probably knows it. Like,
Mhm.
um, she doesn't need some man to rub her nose in it. And
Totally.
if you're really legitimately concerned about her well-being, then ask her about it in a way that doesn't insult her appearance. Say,
Right.
hey, how you feeling today? You know,
Totally.
what's going on? What's new?
No,
Everything's okay.
totally.
I just want to make sure. I'm just checking in. You know,
And like
as
it's like,
opposed to you look ugly.
or you and plus it's like you never know what they're it's like fuck. What if they have kids? You know what I mean? And they were up till 4 in the goddamn morning because the goddamn kid had explosive diarrhea everywhere.
Yeah, or chicken pox, or
You don't know.
maybe they had a kid and the kid's ugly. That's gotta suck.
It's hard to sleep.
You should have bought a better one.
Or like they're just having a bad day. Someone, people, uh, you know, maybe sickness in the family. Maybe they themselves are sick. Maybe they're going through something. So
Mhm.
yeah, telling someone you look tired, it's the equivalent of you look like shit. So definitely do not do that one.
Yeah,
You look
fair.
tired. Yeah, no good, no good. My next one is this is one that men need to, and really I feel like everyone, because maybe girls do it to each other too, but everyone needs to stop whipping this out in arguments. Say, never tell her you're being crazy, even if she is being crazy, because it's going to unleash a monster unlike anything you've ever seen. As soon as you tell a girl you're being crazy, it's just like, what did you say?
Yeah, you know what though? I don't think the word crazy is bad. Like you can comment this the situation is crazy or whatnot, but when you imply that a woman is acting illogically, it almost like to me it's the same kind of idea that women are more emotional. I just remember when Hillary Clinton ran for president and people were like, we can't, presidency is not a woman's job, they're emotional. I
Yeah,
thought,
like you
wow,
can't
that's so
have a
offensive.
lady hold the nuke button. What if she's on her period? It's some stupidest shit.
Oh my gosh, I heard that joke so many times,
So
right?
stupid. I don't think they were even joking. I think they meant that shit. Fucking idiots. There's so many dumbasses.
Yeah, so you're being crazy. It's like, it's fighting words, bruh. Why would you say that? Because she might not have been crazy, but now she'll show you crazy. You want to see crazy, she'll bring it.
And,
I
and again,
guarantee
like
it.
sometimes people act crazy, but when someone is at that height point where they are literally acting kind of crazy, the last thing that you need to do is light a match to the gasoline. You know what I mean? Like you tell them that they're being crazy, it just takes it to a whole new level. You need to de-escalate the situation, bring the crazy down, and make it go away, not add fuel to the fire there. So never, ever, ever do that. And I'm not going. I'm guilty of having a few in me, especially like college age Carlos. Before he really understood the ways of the ladies. You're like, what the
But
fuck?
do you truly understand the way of the ladies now?
Yeah,
How far have you come?
mostly in lower back, but how far? Never mind. That's not what you were asking.
Oh.
But no higher than the belly button.
I'm not much of a shooter, more like a creamer. I'm just kind of like the Venezuelan creamery,
It's just like
if you will.
sorry. But I'm definitely remember drunk ass college me on like 14 drinks. What do you mean? You're being crazy, and that's never helped de-escalate an argument. So if I could go back and tell myself never to use that one, that would have saved me a lot of arguments.
But on a positive note, it helped that female in a positive way, in the sense that she got to see the real you, and didn't waste her time on investing in an asshole.
That's right. She was like, "Fuck you," and then I cried.
I heard all I needed to hear. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, so my next one is I think it's not a good idea to uh, inquire about their family plans. So if you were to say, so when are you going to have children, or are you going to have children? I just feel like, oh, a female's reproductive plans are none of your business.
Yeah,
And it's also very misogynist to assume that all women want, or all women should have children,
totally.
because it's a different day and age now, you know?
Totally. I'm not gonna lie. I'm watching Vanderpump Rules with Julie, and
Yeah.
we're up to like season 7, and this is literally was the plot of an episode yesterday where this girl on the show doesn't want to have kids. She's dating a guy. They're both in their 30s who definitely wants to have kids. And she's like feeling they're kind of like at their point where they have to kind of shit.
Is it Stassi? Is it Sheena? Is it Katie? Is it Kristen?
Ariana.
Brittany. Ariana.
And so, but everybody keeps asking her, "Oh, are you guys gonna have kids?" We heard Tom say, Tom being her boyfriend, that it's
Oh,
gonna
I'm
be
familiar with Tom Sandoval. Oh, I know all about him.
yeah. So
I'm not happy with him at the moment.
It's gonna be tough. That would be a deal breaker for him, he said. And it kind of starts stirring the pot. But you can see how this like really affects her, and she's just like telling people like, "Shut the fuck up! Like, let me goddamn live my life and make my own decisions." Because it is a big commitment for women to have kids too, especially the old natural way. Like you ask them, put their body through hell, literally just
Yeah.
to have a fucking
And you're
kid.
asking them to give up 9+ months of alcohol.
Booze, no weed, no
That is
glass
horrible.
of wine here and there,
You
but
can't
that's
ask
not
someone to
it.
do that.
Yeah, that's bullshit. So I agree. I mean, that's why it's like, if a guy, these are things you have to, as a couple, talk it out. That's fine. But outside of a relationship, mind your own fucking business.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
because you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot. So I get it. If Julie was like, I don't want to fucking have kids, come out of here, I would understand. So you can adopt or something too. Because I don't want to do that. I would want to put my vajayjay through that. Just saying.
Totally. And
Fuck
also,
that.
what if she is not able to have babies
Right.
and is a really big source of contention in her relationship? I mean, that wouldn't you feel awful? You're like, when are you gonna have babies? I'm barren actually. I have a basket, no eggs. Thanks so much. Next topic.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's definitely one to never, never ask. Now, it's a good segue to this
My
next.
oven is bunless. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. No buns in this oven.
There's no bun here. The oven's set to 350. It just burns them all. Now, this next one actually flows perfectly into it. Just like you should never ask lady when they're having kids, you should also not ask them if they are pregnant or how far
Why?
along are you. Yeah, why?
Why?
You want to know
You don't play a
why?
little game called "Hey guys, fat or pregnant, lady on the left, what do you think?"
Because I remember doing some community service at the Goodwill store in college to wipe an underage drinking charge I got at a party 3 weeks my 21st birthday. And this lady who was the manager, uh, literally, I was there 3 days with her. And at least different times, I saw people ask her, how far along are you? And it's like, and she'd answer the same thing. I'm not pregnant. Maybe she just had a belly.
Oof.
And it was awful. I could see just how it hurt this lady, who then was a dick to everybody else, and at least not to me because they're tempted for 3 days. But there are people there that actually worked there or had really long or awful community service.
I thought you were gonna say fupas. Really long, low-hanging bellies. They can't help it.
It's a requirement to work there. There was a kid there, for example, who had to do 1,600 hours of community service. So he essentially fucking worked there for the next year. I had to do 24 because it was literally an underage drinking charge. So it was stupid, and it was
because you were popular.
Yeah, because that was cool.
You weren't a loser.
And I was almost 21. But yeah, this lady, I saw how many people asked her this. It's like, dude, don't you get the fucking hint? And it's like, do you really think a pregnant woman would be lifting boxes at the Goodwill store? Come on. Come on. Ugh. So yes, never, ever ask. You wait. You wait until the moment that lady tells you she's pregnant, and then you ask, how far along are you? Do you know the sex? Whatever. All the cute little pregnancy questions are. Because I know there's those cute questions you ask. Yes, it's fine. But you wait until she tells you the goddamn news. Until then, you act surprised. Even if she's about to fucking pop, you wait.
Yeah.
Because it could just be a bad day at Chipotle. You don't know. So you wait. So, boom. That's my rant.
I agree.
I feel strongly about that. I haven't seen
Carlos is like, this and this and this. And then when it's my turn to speak, I say, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. So speaking of motherhood, potentially, I don't think it's nice to say you're just like your mother or you're doing this just like your mom, or when you compare someone to their mom, I just don't think that's nice.
And that's just when someone whips that out, you're doing it to be a dick. It's never a nice it's never a nice thing,
Totally. It's never nice. So you don't know her mama the way that she does. And in addition to that, every female wants their own identity. You don't want to be compared to somebody. Women are compared to each other all the time.
Right.
I just think that, like you just said, this comment tends to focus on the negative characteristics of her mom.
Right.
And then she's not going to talk to her mom about this, because it's going to hurt her mom's feelings.
Or maybe
So
she
instead,
does, and the fucking mom's gonna hate you now. And that's like,
yeah,
he says, I'm like you when
that's
he's being an
true.
asshole. And then because moms and daughters, that's a powerful team. You got to get in with the mom if you want to fucking be cool with and have a happy family there, happy life.
Totally.
So girl,
She will wreck you.
yeah, she will wreck your shit. So you want to make sure,
Especially if she's a Jewish mom.
yeah, they'll come after you.
They're lions. But let's say she doesn't feel comfortable talking to her mom. Then she's going to talk to her friends, and she's going to say, "My boyfriend or this guy is saying mean things about my mom," and her friends are going to say, "Fuck him! Don't let him talk about your mom like that." And then her friends are going to hate you.
Totally. And you're doubly insulting her because you're insulting her mom, you're insulting her. You're kind of calling her an old lady, I guess, or calling her mom old. So it's a double whammy insult all around. Yeah, you're not going to win. And whoever she tells is not going to look fondly on you. So unless maybe it's her dad and her dad hates the mom or something. So yeah, you're both bitches. I don't know. But most people are not going to like it. I'm with you, Seema. That's a good one. That is definitely a good one. Do not tell them you're just like your mother.
I only have one more.
You do? I thought you have two more. Oh no, yeah, you do have one more.
You have two more.
I have two more.
I just have one.
Oh, just like our testicles. Wait, what? Never mind.
Yeah, I lost a grape in the war.
Seema told you guys he was very competitive and you have to make sacrifices.
You know
it. This next one, again, should be common sense, but a lot of guys are stupid. Never, ever tell a lady, and this especially one you're dating or seeing, which one of her friends you'd bang, even if they ask you, because it's gonna lead to a bad time. Believe you me, it's gonna lead to jealousy, anger, frustration. They're not gonna be happy with your answer no matter what. As soon as and here's the thing: if you answer too quickly, oh, that's even worse. That's gonna shoot you doubly in the foot. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you've been thinking about this, huh? You already knew the answer. You at least had to wait like 3 to 5 minutes. Like, I've never thought about this before.
Exactly. Well, but if you said none of them, would she be like, "You think all my friends are ugly?"
That's right. You have to think of a very diplomatic answer, which normally is something along the lines of, "Oh, I have no eyes for anyone but you. This is just too difficult to answer. I choose not to." And then release like 10 white doves in the background. That's usually what I do. Just keep a cage of doves with me at all times.
See, I would say the only way that I would hook up with any of your friends would be if you were no longer in my life. So I would probably choose the one that reminded me of you the most.
See, I don't know if I want to. The one that reminds you, but they all remind me. So maybe a 5-some. I don't know. I feel like the perfect girl group size is about 6 girls. I've noticed 4 is kind of like too little, but like 6 is perfect for like parties, bachelorette situations, all kinds of shit. I feel like 6 is the most I see. And then you can fit different kinds of girls there. Like they got like the Hawaiian girl, the white girl, the Hispanic girl, whatever. It's
like SNL.
That's right. Exactly.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. That's right. But there are missing a Venezuelan and a new gay. So call us, Lauren. Just saying.
Booyah!
We're here. Just putting that.
Well,
but yes,
I have one more.
And actually, before you get to it, I had a situation that was on the reverse end of this, which was someone, a friend of ours, was dating his girlfriend at the time in college, and they played the game. They were both drinking. It was like, which one of my friends would you bang? And he answered. And then he asked her the question, and then she put me at number 1 on the list. And then I'm like, go over there.
That's awkward.
Smoke a joint or something. And then he tells me this, and I'm like, God damn it! Like, what am I supposed? I know he feels some kind of way about it.
and you didn't do
I
anything.
didn't do anything. And I'm like, what the fuck?
He's gonna be mad at you like a little bit.
Yeah. It was like such a weird session. So yeah, you never want to fucking play that game. Just don't do it, people. Don't do it. But anyways,
Yikes.
what's your last one thing or?
My last one is actually, I hate when my husband does this to me. This is a huge source of contention. So if I were to do anything or make a let's just say like I make a mistake, or maybe it's not a mistake, maybe I just whatever I did. If you were to say, Chris, you always do that, or you never do that, I think to myself, you want to go there with me? It's just such a, it's too sweeping, it's too generalized of a comment to be true.
Right.
So not only are you going to upset me, but you also are giving me the opportunity to prove you wrong and seize the higher ground. And I was reading actually the India Times, surprisingly, because we have so much Indian followers.
Yeah, we do.
I was reading this article that was this list there, and this was one of the top ones on the list, and I thought, oh my gosh, this was I think the India Times. I was like, wow, like that pisses me off so bad. And then what happens is you end up listing all the instances where you didn't do that particular thing, and so you're bringing up every past argument as ammunition, and you're just rehashing all the worst parts of the relationship all at once. Does that make sense?
That makes total sense. And you're kind of creating a competition there and escalating the argument when you want to, again, de-escalate. Yeah.
I have an example. There was a miscommunication with my husband and I did something thinking that's what he wanted,
Okay.
but he didn't. And it wasn't anything I wanted. I just understood him wrong. There's a bit of a language barrier.
So he ate his ass, and it was like,
Yeah. And he was like, I told you I wanted to shower before next time. And I was like, it was such a dumb argument. I wanted this picture hung up on one wall.
okay.
He said, I want it on this wall.
Okay.
I said, I'll only put it on this wall if it's here. And I thought he said, okay. But when he came home and saw it there, he's like, I didn't want it there. I wanted it here. It's the same wall. And to me, I thought we found a compromise.
Right.
But he made a comment like, it's not always about you. And I flipped because I was like, let me give you some examples how nothing's been about me. This. So now, and I hold him accountable, because when you use big blanket statements like that, then get ready for it, because those are fighting words and you started some shit.
Yeah.
So then I have to list all the nice things I've done for someone. You know what I mean?
No, totally. That's
all over something so stupid. It's such a stupid argument. It wasn't even a big deal, and it could be finished and corrected and hashed out within seconds.
right.
But the moment you say you always or you never do, I'm like, I'm good to you.
Yeah.
So that was a huge argument in this household.
Wow.
And I won.
Yeah, that's
I'm the best.
That's a tough one. Woo! If you guys want to send us more your hate mail, make sure you follow Simo at chris.moore.comedy on Instagram, on TikTok, and Seymour Comedy on Twitter.
And then we can read it together and practice his English.
That's right. Anyways, on to the last one on the list. And this one, definitely have to save it for the number one, because this single statement, these little 2 words, have escalated more arguments than saying I'm pregnant on the morning show.
And those 2 words are spank me.
You go to Catholic school, then get you an A+. Anyways, you should never, under any circumstance, ever tell a lady in your life to calm down. Yeah, that's right. Calm down. Never want to use that. Everybody knows that telling a lady to calm down is like telling a Taylor Swift fan that her music is shit. Someone is gonna get stabbed.
Yeah.
It's not gonna go well. Doesn't matter the circumstance. Calm down.
Or relax.
Relax. Yes, absolutely. Either one of those is guaranteed to get you a great, great punch right in the jejunum. You're not going to like it. It's not going to be fun. Believe you me.
But this was why I asked earlier if ladies were all women or just the gentleman equivalent of a woman. You know what I mean?
No, totally.
Because if there's a Karen in my face talking about some nonsense, I'm gonna say, "Bitch, you better calm the fuck down before I jump across there and yank your wig off your face."
Totally.
You know,
like a Karen, like for example, the lady who called the cops on that little girl selling water bottles to pay for the Disney World trip. I'd be like, "Bitch, calm down, Karen." You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to call the cops. And then you boo her, and everybody shames her, and she runs away. I'm not Karen. Ah! That's, in some cases you can pull that out. But if you're talking to a lady in your life, you're talking about, maybe your mama, maybe your girlfriend, maybe a close sister, close friend, don't tell them to calm down. It's not gonna go well, guys.
and also for the same reasons that we don't tell people it's not a big deal.
Right.
Because what you're saying is you're overreacting.
Right. You're being crazy. Never.
They're all related.
Yes, they're all West Virginia.
So our point of this whole list is like, just don't talk to women, and I'll meet you at the gay club. Let's go to Boxers in Chelsea. Might be karaoke tonight.
Oh yes, Simo. That's what everybody. That's what everybody needs to take away from this. Just give Simo a call again. Follow him at chris.moore.comedy on the old Instagram and TikTok, and Seymour Comedy on Twitter, and make plans because you're not doing it well with the ladies. But yes, let us know what you thought of our list too, folks. That was the top 10 things not to tell a lady under any circumstance, featuring a couple of honorable mentions as well. So I feel like we prepped you guys pretty well to hit the night out of town and try to talk to a lady. Oh yeah. So let us know what you thought of the list. Follow us on all social channels at Frat Chat Podcast. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. That's on Twitter. That's also on YouTube. And you can follow me as well at Carlos Does the World on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. You can follow me on Threads as well at Carlos Does the World, on Twitter at Carlos Does the World. And for the third time, follow my buddy Seema over there at chris.moore.comedy on Instagram, on TikTok, and see more comedy on YouTube. So, Mr. Mo, it's time to go. So why don't you get us out of here?
Calm down. Here we go.
Yeah, calm down. Be crazy.
I motion to adjourn this meeting, and you acting just like your mom does.
Oh, damn it. That is.
You look tired.
Dude, when are you going to have children? I think the time. So on that note, I second.
I keep trying.
All right, you guys. We'll be back next week with the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. That Chat Podcast. As long as Simo stops acting like his mother. See ya!